A new lore event is just around the corner. The event will begin this Friday, September 20th. With that in mind, I decided to make a video about the Creatures of Sonaria lore. You can find the lore on the Creatures of Sonaria Discord server. If you are interested in joining, the link will be in the description. Before we begin, please note that the descriptions of each creature in the game are not official lore but rather fan-made. Creatures of Sonaria's only official lore can be found on their Discord server and during lore events. In addition, I will read full lore text document provided from their Discord server's lore discussion channel. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get started. First, let's talk about deities, also known as wardens. Sonaria's wardens are the main protectors and deities, often exerting their influence during their respective seasons, or through the manifestation of their ideologies. Except for their incarnations that roam the land, these divine beings cannot be seen physically by anything. It is believed that incarnations of the wardens resemble their creators, however their actual appearance is unknown. It is the purpose of the incarnations to function as the physical will and perceptual eyes of the world, each devoted to one of the wardens. In essence, these incarnations are puppets controlled by their creators, not the wardens themselves. There are 8 wardens in total. Angelic Warden, also known as Serphelius, is the guardian of rebirth and balance. Ardor Warden, commonly known as Zohutek, is a sentinel of love and the bringer of blossoming. Boreal Warden, also referred to as Qualhul, is a sentinel of hope and the bringer of winter. Aegean Warden, commonly referred to as Malviathian, is a vortex of the depths and a sentinel of fear. Gara Warden, commonly known as Morsvuk, is the messenger of death and guardian of the dead. Hellion Warden, also known as Nuxe, is a sentinel of time and the bringer of summer. Verdant Warden, often referred to as Farhouse, is a sentinel of life and the bringer of spring. And lastly, Novus Warden, also known as Omnibus, is the guardian of form and the bearer of the unknown. First, wardens are said to have existed, then the universe. The planet Sonaria was created at the center of the universe, while the other planets were created by each warden separately. Sonaria is a unique planet that serves as a meeting place for all wardens. It hovers in space like a pliable mass of clay that can be shaped according to the warden's wishes. The passage of time and the flow of seasons occur at an exceptionally fast pace, a phenomenon that was probably caused by the warden's intervention. Throughout space, celestial bodies like the sun and moon orbit the land, but the land itself remains motionless. Sonaria, however, is an essential part of the universe, being the point of origin for all creation. Wardens are believed to be responsible for orchestrating the existence of the universe, and by default, Sonaria. Sonaria's inhabitants come from various worlds that the wardens have constructed. Countless planets exist under the warden's sway, with each employing its planet to create new species that can flourish within Sonaria. As a result, Sonaria is constantly filled with new creatures. The vast majority of creatures originate from a variety of ecosystems, which makes Sonaria an extraordinarily diverse ecosystem. However, the wardens seem to constantly refine and improve upon their creations, but their motivation for bringing creatures to Sonaria is most likely exploitative. Unfortunately, creatures that cannot endure Sonaria's ecosystem must wither away into extinction. Sonaria bears evidence of this, with massive skeletons scattered throughout the world. All of these ancient beings died, presumably due to the warden's many failed experiments. The resurrection of creatures is another phenomenon that occurs in Sonaria. Occasionally, creatures have been seen reborn or returning with their previous physical form. Interestingly, Sonaria has always had a relatively high number of creatures. In terms of memory, creatures' memories have been inconsistent between rebirths and resurrections. There have been some who have returned with their memories intact, some with fragmented memories, and some with no memory of their past lives at all. In terms of how much memory a creature loses upon rebirth, there appears to be no connection or pattern. The cause and purpose behind resurrections and rebirths almost certainly relate with Sonaria's unusually high population. As a result, Sonaria must maintain a balance. While visiting their other worlds, wardens can come and go from Sonaria. The statue's glow is completely diminished in their absence. While a warden is absent for a prolonged period of time, The keys are left in their place to maintain balance in Sonaria. In the absence of wardens, the keys provide all the combined warden's power in some form. There are sometimes runes and symbols around Sonaria that reveal where specific warden keys are hidden. In an attempt to investigate an anomaly on Sonaria, the Warden Assembly leaves behind only Malvathian, Serphilius, and Qualhul. As a result, Qualhul believes Sonaria is weakened by the absence of some wardens. Thus, Qualhul captures Rebus, whose journal contains the locations of each warden's key. Rebus is an Urzuk who is responsible for documenting the placement of the Qualhul key fragments around the map. The Bringer of Winter does not rest, as he agonizes over finding all the keys. It is through ancient magic that the fragments of Boreal's key can be rebound to maintain balance on Sonaria, after it shatters due to Boreal's desire for control. When Rebus was attacked by Qualhul, it caused multiple pages of the journal they had created to be lost and torn. His journal included sketches of his journeys, leading future readers to the location of the fabled key fragments of the Boreal Warden. Ultimately, Boreal recaptured Rebus, which took the place in the previous lore event. And here is a little extra for you.
My kingdom, once vast, was stolen by those wretched deities above. Banished alone, I persisted through Noxe and Serphilius's shackles and became one with matter, both light and dark. The land, sea, and sky once belonged to me. Alas, I was banished by Noxe and Serphilius to the realm in which light and darkness formed, and where my rage was fettered. These eons have been many, but I shall return as I have found a way to escape my banishment. This battle of light and dark, currently fought, shall aid in my return. Woe to ye who thought the battle was won, and woe to ye who thought the battle has been lost. I am the Harbinger, the Primordial, the light of your darkness and the darkness of your light. This war is not over yet. No winner shall prevail, for I alone am the victor. They fear me, silence me, and despise me. Yet I prevail. Continue your quarrels, for I am always the victor in the end. The land, sea, and sky shall belong only again to me.
And with that, we covered most of the lore. What do you think about Creatures of Sonaria's lore? Are you looking forward to the upcoming lore event? Let me know in the comments. In case I missed anything or made a mistake, I will leave a comment. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Bye-bye.